Hi. I'm just waiting for more people to join. Can you hear me fine? Is the connection good? Is it going well? I know my camera quality is trash. I'm on the laptop right now and it's not the best. It's not the best quality. Okay. I'm waiting. You. I'm trying to tell people that I'm live right now, but I don't know who's all in here. I had to change the time like 3,000 times. Oh wait, it says 4 people's in here, I think. Or 3. If you hear, say hello. How's everybody's day going? Is it well? Is it good? I'm gonna share it to my story real quick. Oh, I didn't screenshot that. Let me copy this link. Gadget TRISH! What's up? My bad, I'm taking so long because I'm sharing it to my my Instagram story. All right, how's your day going, Gadget? Okay, it says 4 people are watching. One of them might be me because I'm trying to see if the stream was working. All right. This is like my 3rd time working with this thing, so I'm still kind of like, but I think I'm gonna just get hopping into it. So, oh, you're still at work? Dove! Oh my gosh, you made it! Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope you get to stay. But so I'm gonna just hop right into it. Where do I start? So this trip, like I say, it's my first Michael Jackson event. It's not my first Jackson's event. I actually went to see Janet when I was like 16. But Michael Jackson wise, like being able to be around fans and everything, people who shared the same interests, it was awesome. Okay. It was something new for me. And so let's see. Getting started with it, I never really like got to travel. I really only like did school trips, youth group trips, college prep program trips, stuff like that when I was like back at like teenager or whatever. I say the last trip I got to go on, I actually went to Spain, but that was with the school trip, so it wasn't like we didn't have to set up a flight, we didn't have to set up hotels, nothing like that. So this time around, like I wanted to go. Like I didn't know MJ1 was like a yearly like birthday event. I just thought it was for last year or like whenever they brought it back because of after COVID and everything. So when I found out it was a yearly thing and it was doing every year, I was like, I have to go. I didn't know how I was gonna make it. I was just like, I have to go. And when I say I have to go, I'm gonna go. The only struggle is that I never travel alone, so I didn't want to go by myself. I didn't know how everything worked. So I was begging my mom. I was like, Mom, please go with me. Please, 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 please go with me. And she was just like, I don't know. She was like, I don't want to tell, because like at first we were gonna go in June for the 25th, on the anniversary of his passing. And then she was like, that's soon, like that's too close. She was like, maybe we'll go in August. We'll go in August. So she's telling me this, like it's set in stone, like it's we going. And so when I bring it up to her, she's like, I didn't say that. I didn't say we are going for sure. I was just like, what do you mean? You told me that I could go. Like I could go, but like I said, I wasn't going by myself. So she was like, I just can't, I gotta stop telling you yes. I gotta stop saying things. I gotta be careful what I say, because you can cover Thriller Night next year. A live vlog would be dope. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna put this up real quick. Quick idea, maybe set up a GoFundMe so you can cover Thriller Night next year. A live vlog would be so dope. See, I have like 3 events that I really want to go to next year. One of them being the March of Innocence, MJ1 birthday celebration. It would be cool if I could go to Thriller Night, but I don't know. That's a lot of money. That would be a lot of money. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm gonna have to plan some things. So, like I was saying, she was just like, "Oh no, I didn't say like I was going for sure." I was like, "Are you serious?" And you know me, I don't know if it's just like a thing in the Black community, but like it don't matter how old you get, when your mom or your dad be like, you feel like you can't do it even though you grown. So that was just kind of how I was. I was like, dang, I won't get to go. And then I was trying to talk to her about it more, and she was like, there's gonna be fans, like people you don't know, you ain't never met, in person and everything, you don't know these people. I'm like, Mom, it's an official event. I'm showing her the Facebook page. I'm like, it's the Michael Jackson official page. It's run by the estate. Here's a check mark. That's how you know it's official. She was like, I don't know about all this. So finally, somehow I got her in there, or talked her into it. And when she sat down and was just like, oh, it's a Cirque du Soleil? Oh my goodness. I love Cirque du Soleil. I'm like, I've been trying to tell you, but you wasn't trying to hear it. Like, what? Oh my goodness. So then we started trying to like, okay, how are we gonna book flights? Because I've never done it before. And then we were trying to figure out what hotel we were gonna be staying out. And I didn't know. I was like, okay, we need to sit down and get this plan. We gotta get this plan, because the closer you get to the date, prices gonna go up. So thankfully, I kid you not, that's another thing about this trip. It was like, I don't really want to say coincidences, because it didn't feel like coincidence. It felt like everything was just happening the way it should be. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. So she's friends with this lady on like Facebook, and she, I think they know each other in person, everything. She's a travel agent, and she was like advertising, oh, I can do this Vegas trip package for da da da. And my mom was like, we need to get with her, see if we can like book something. So yeah, it was like, I don't know how I did it, but I got her there. Like she's not a fan. Like she likes his songs. She likes his stuff, but she'll get real sick of me real easily. Um you know what? It really did feel like that was happening. It did feel like that was happening. Um so yeah, the travel agent helped us out. She booked us, I was going to stay. I was only going to stay 4 days. But for whatever reason, if we stayed a day longer, it would be cheaper. So that's what we did. Um and it literally costs like round trip, hotel, and Yeah, all that for 2 people. It was less than $1,000. I was like, let me do it. And that tax return had hit. I was like, I'm doing it. I got to do it. So we went with it. We paid it and everything, and it was just set in stone. Only thing left we had to do was pay for our tickets for the show. My aunt was coming. She booked her stuff, and then I paid for the tickets. And yeah, that's what happened. So leading up to it, I was nervous because the last big trip that I went on, it was just mess that happened that I did not like. I felt like I was being singled out and picked on, low key, high key. But anyway, I was just nervous. I was like, I don't want anything bad to happen on this trip. I just don't want, any nonsense. I was super nervous. Like, I don't know, but something, I don't know why I kept getting this feeling like, I don't care what happens. I'ma have me a blast. I was like, I don't care. Nothing's gonna get my way. Nothing's gonna stop me. And that's basically was my mindset about it. Some things happened like right before I was supposed to go, and I was so best believe I handled it. Hey Nikki. I'm just getting started, so you didn't miss much. But yeah. Sorry if I pause a lot because I'm really trying to make sure I'm like going through everything. Yeah, so I was nervous about it, but like I said, I had this feeling like everything was gonna go well. And the day before, like some nonsense happened with like work and everything, and I was literally crying like, I don't want this trip to go bad. I was in tears. I was like, on the phone with my mom, just like, no, like I really want to do this. And then we ended up going. I had literally a week or two before, I was at the mall getting new clothes, getting new shoes, buying luggage, new like suitcases and carry-on bags. I was packing my stuff up just early because I was like, no more late because I'll be running behind. Last trip I went on, I was running behind. It was bad. I didn't sleep that trip, but I got it. Love your shirt. Keep interrupting. No, girl, you good. You good. This is what it was for. This is why I wanted to go live so we can have like a live discussion. I'm gonna do a video with this shirt. It's so soft. I love it. I have a video coming up, so look out for that. So it really didn't take much for me like the day of to get on like anymore for me to pack. Our flight was literally at 6:00. So I live in the Midwest. It was 6:00 when we got on our flight and we were supposed to leave. And literally it was 6:00 because Vegas is 2 hours behind us. 6:00 when we landed. So it was so cool. It was like it was the same time, like nothing changed. Let me tell you, I probably wasn't in Vegas for 30 minutes. Why was I having to spend $30 already? Because like we didn't really know how Ubers was working there, where to go get an Uber. They just had this thing called Bell Trans, like a bus system type thing. To get from the airport to your hotel, it was like $15 a person. Never again. Never again. Now we know better. So we get to our hotel, and mind you, it took a fat minute to get there. And if you look at my vlog, there's like a taxi, and it's displaying the MJ1 thing. It was so cool. I was like, oh my goodness, MJ1. And I went to my hotel. I was exhausted. I was tired. It was late. Now, Vegas hotels are set up differently than the ones like in my hometown. I'm just used to a basic hotel, the free breakfast in the morning. No, it wasn't like that. They actually had restaurants in there, and they were expensive too. The food was good though, I'm not gonna lie. They were expensive, so we went and we found somewhere to eat. I didn't even get a full meal. Me and my mom each got an entree, and it was like, what did I end up paying? Like 40 something? Yeah. So if you go there, you better be prepared to spend some money on some food. Unless like you do a GADGET TRISH said, go to the grocery store, get you some food at the grocery store. Water's cheaper there. Oh, I forgot to tell you that. Like I said, everything was like boozy, just like MJ. So when I went to go like not what's the word? God, I can't think. Check in. I'm gonna just call it check in. I don't know why I was thinking registry. Um, they have this kiosk system, and it's Trish did that. She sure did. She did. Go watch her. Go watch her most recent like vlog about her going to Vegas on a budget. That was good. So it was, I don't know what was going on. The kiosk thing wasn't working, and the lady was like, "Can I see your ID?" I'm like, did I do something wrong? Is something wrong? Because we went through a travel agent, and I think she went through like a third party. I'm like, hopefully everything is going well. And like we had called them we had called them like days before I left, and I was trying to make sure we actually had the room and everything was good. Besides the fact that they didn't have no refrigerator or microwave in there, you had to pay like $30 to $50 a night for that. I was like, not for me. Oh, her channel is I Love the Jackson Family. She's on her I think she's on her main right now. I actually have it in the description box. I have like all the links and stuff. I was supposed to have King of Pop Radio up on here, but I think she's dealing with some stuff right now. But what was I saying? So yeah, I was like, okay, what's going on? And we're waiting. The lady's on the phone. I'm like, oh snap. Is everything good? Like, will we not get a room tonight? My mom was like praying for favor. She's like, Lord, give us favor. Mamas would be like, Lord, give us favor, give us a room, give us an upgrade. I'm like, that would be cool, but like, it'd be all right, regardless. So manager comes over and it sounds like he's saying we can get them just a room for the night and we can like move them tomorrow. And I'm like, please don't do that. I don't feel like getting my stuff out and having to move rooms the next day. That's too much. So eventually he's just like, okay, so we're going to give you a room upgrade. It's normally $50 extra a night, but we're not going to make you pay that extra $50. I was like, is you serious? I was like, wait a minute. It felt too good to be true. There she is. She switched to her Jackson's channel. So, yeah, I was just like, whoa, like, no, actually, even before that, when we was getting on the plane, they were like, the plane is half full, so y'all get free seating. I got a window seat. You best believe I was staring out that window the whole time and all looking at the clouds. So yeah, the next morning, we didn't really know where to go, and we had the event to be to, and we were trying to find a Denny's because we saw it like where we were looking out of our hotel room, but like in this hotel specifically, it's in like it was like back alleys behind buildings. So we were like on Google Maps looking at the walking directions. We didn't know how to get there. And it took us like 15 to 20 minutes to try to like figure out a way. And finally my aunt was just like, let me ask this man. So he told us to walk through like this alley. And I was mad low key because when I was walking out there the first time, that's where it was telling me to go. My mom was like, no, I don't think we're going through an alley. We're going through an alley. She should have listened to me. But when I tell you every delay is in your favor, it sure is. So we found the Denny's. We get up there because it's like this escalator or whatever you go up. It is a line. Mind you, it is 11 o'clock at this moment, at this point. And we actually woke up earlier than we, did I visit the Wynn? No, I didn't. Wait, what's at the Wynn? Because if it's some MJ related stuff, I'm gonna be mad because I was trying to figure out where to go. Yeah, it was just like we woke up early, thankfully. I don't wake up at 7 o'clock. And mind you, it was 9 o'clock this time. So I'm still on like my sleep schedule here. I don't even get up at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, okay, I'm up for whatever reason. But we got ready and we finally found our way to the Denny's where there was a long line. My mom was like, there's an Outback Steakhouse. And I was like, Outback is expensive. And mind you, my deal was, I was like, Mom, you go with me, I'll pay for your whole trip. I was like, I'm gonna be paying for two people. Two people. So we get up there. When I tell you it is empty, we are some of the only people up, and I'm like, okay, never mind. This might be good after all. So we go and we're seated in our booth, and the waiter is so nice. He is so nice, super super nice. I'm glad we did not end up going to Denny's. So we asked him, how are we going to get from here to the Mandalay Bay? I think it was on the other side of the strip. In my head, the Las Vegas strip was just like, a strip. Just a strip, like what it is. No, it's a bunch of like winding and turns and stuff like that. So we really did not know what we were getting ourselves into. He was like, you can go through the tram system. So we was like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. So he's like, go across the street, you walk right past Caesar's Palace, making it sound real easy. You're going to go through the Bellagio, and it's going to show you where to go. And it was all free. It was all free. So we was like, yeah, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. We're going to get there free. Why was Caesar's Palace 5,000 miles long? Like, it's hot. It feel like I'm walking in a desert. Vegas sun is different than from where I'm at. This sun in Kansas, that Vegas sun is different. You would not catch me out there, like out there for a long time. So we're walking. Mind you, the shoes that I was wearing was not comfortable walking shoes. They matched my outfit. Oh my God, it was just not it. So we're walking. I'm not even at the event. I'm sweating. I'm just like, no, what is this? What do we get ourselves into? And, he made it sound easy, probably because, he's a native, Las Vegas native. Like, he lives there. And like I said, he was real nice. So it probably seemed like easier to him because he was used to it. But man, I mean, if you wanna save money and lose weight at the same time, go ahead. Go. You know what? Don't tempt me. I was wearing some Nike slides. I should have put them on. Them things was comfortable. I'm gonna get some Crocs. So we get on the first tram, and then we get. I don't know what hotel we were at. We asked for directions, and at that point there was no signs. We was walking by faith at that point. So the guy gives us directions. My mom got a notepad. Okay, we can go here. We can go here. We gonna go here. It was like insane. So finally we get to the second tram. And as soon as I walk in there, I think I put it in the vlog, there's a tram. And it's like all advertised with MJ1 on it. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Got MJ1 all over it. And I was like, I hope I'm taking that one. I hope we're taking that one. And as soon as I turn the corner, I see this guy and this girl. He's wearing this white shirt with the black high water pants and the loafers, and I see he's holding a Thriller jacket. The whole time I was there, I was like, hopefully I run into some MJ fans. And I was wearing Michael shirts every day there just in case, I ran into anybody. But he was the first person that I seen. I walk up to them. I'm like, y'all going to MJ1? Real bold, because I normally don't walk up to people. Because I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of shy or whatever. I was like, I hope they don't think I'm weird. So he was like, yeah, I'm going. He gives me a fist bump. And then we didn't end up riding that tram with MJ1 all over it. We rode a different one, unfortunately. We make it there. We get off. My mom and I have to go to the bathroom. So I'm walking. Wait, before they go to the bathroom, I was, I bring up the dance competition that they had the year before. And I was like, yo, is there going to be a dance competition this year? And he was like, I don't know. I was in a dance competition last year. I was like, wait a minute, what's your name? And he's like, my name is CJ. So I'm like, wait a minute. Because I was like, I came across your TikTok. I was like, are you serious? So I'm like, this is coming full circle. It's crazy. So he was like, it was just like so cool. So my mom and aunt go to the bathroom, and he's like, you can stay with his girlfriend's name is Gigi. So he said I could stay with them, and like, they led me into the hallway or wherever where everybody was waiting. And the first event was the Q&A, and then like the special performance of like The Girl Is Mine or whatever. So we're waiting out there, and I'm looking around like I'm in awe. I'm seeing people that I only seen online before, and I heard once you wear Crocs, ain't no there's no going back to your other shoes. Don't tell me that. Do not tell me that. I'm finna be pulling up in church on Sunday. Supposed to be wearing my Sunday best, wearing Crocs. That's just the type of person I am. But I'm waiting out there in that hallway, seeing people that I've only seen online. I'm just like, whoa, like, this is crazy. I'm like, I'm seeing y'all in the flesh. This is crazy. I'm right outside this glass window, and I turn to Gigi, and I'm like, oh, where's the store at? She's like, it's right there. I'm like, oh, like what? And so I'm like, whoa, there's the store. Because I've been waiting to go there, ready to spend like just a bunch of money. And then I was, just look at it. And then she's like, did you see Michael's shoes? Like, I wear Nike slides to church, so we in the same boat. Don't worry, you got to be comfortable. The Lord says, come as you are. So she's like, you see Michael's shoes? And I'm just like, what? It's some loafers that he wore. And I was like, whoa, like I'm missing all of this because I'm just like amazed. Like there's big panel photos of Michael Jackson moonwalking like on the wall and stuff like that. It's just sparkles and glitter and all that stuff. And then like his jacket, it was a jacket that he wore. Was that the AMAs? 1984 AMAs? I could be tripping, but it's that red jacket that's in the vlog. And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. So I knew I wanted to go in there and get the King of Style book. So I went in there, I'm looking around a bit, and I'm just, I'm not looking in depth. I'm just overwhelmed that everything is Michael. Well, almost everything. Almost everything. There was like a book by the creator of like Cirque du Soleil in there, but it's just Michael everywhere. And I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. So I get the book, I buy it. That was like 60 within itself, but I couldn't get it on Amazon or anything because they didn't have it on there anymore. So that's really the only place you can get it. So I go back out there, and I'm just filming and like still amazed by everything. And I kind of just start chatting a little bit. Everybody is real friendly. Like CJ and Gigi were so welcoming and just so nice to me. They carried me through the event basically. So it's finally time for us to go into the theater for the Q&A. And like, there's this massive screen that says MJ1 or Michael Jackson birthday celebration, something like that. And it has the MJ1 logo. I'm like, this is so cool. This is so cool. They got Michael's music playing. Mind you, they have Michael's music playing in the store. They have like his short films. They have his music playing in the lobby. And you can hear like in the hallway. It's just so cool. Without yeah, I'm gonna get into that. You said don't get into too much detail, but I am gonna get into that. No, for real, they were, man, amazing. They were so nice. So we're going, and my mom was like, "Where you want to sit?" And she was like, "You want to sit up here?" I'm like, "Oh, I want to sit closer to the front." She was like, "Really? You want to go all the way down there?" And CJ and Gigi go down there. I'm like, "Yo, can I sit with y'all?" And they let me sit with them. My mom is like a row or two. My aunt was also there. I forgot that she was there. My aunt was also there, sitting with her. And I was like, I was looking for somebody. And I was like, yo, is Fallon going to be there? If y'all don't know Fallon, she does amazing Michael Jackson impersonation dancing. Her moves are sharp. I'm like, where I'm like, is Fallon gonna be here? And he's like, she should be. Like, he she messaged me or whatever. So I'm like, oh my god, I get to meet Fallon. And like, she is so nice. And I wanted to meet her because King of Pop Radio did an interview with her like not too long ago. So I was like, okay, I gotta meet her. So we see her, and then like they take me over to go meet her. I'm like, hi, like I really, really wanted to meet you. And like she like gives me a hug, and I'm just like you don't even know me? Like what? And, like she's just so nice like that. And that's really how it was the whole time. And like I didn't wanna whole time I didn't really want to give people hugs or like, I didn't shake people's hands unless they reached out because I know how the pandemic can be, people still aren't comfortable with everything. So, she gave me a hug and I was just like, oh my God, that's so nice. And I was like, hi, my name is da da da. And I was like, you probably don't know me. I don't know if you know me or whatever. I was like, but I do have like an account and like in a YouTube called Invincible Jacksons. And that right there, like as soon as I said that, she was like, both her and CJ were like, that's you? And I'm like, yeah, like hold on, y'all know me. Like I was telling her because I was like, maybe she like saw me through King of Pop Radio, like that's the mutual or whatever. But like she was like, I always like look at your stuff, I always see your stuff and all that. I'm like, are you serious? I was like, that is so cool. Like, I didn't even know. So we're chatting and everything, and then she's just like, there's Carl O'Reilly. And he's dressed like Michael in the 90s, like the long sleeve red button up, black pants, fedora, sunglasses. I'm like, oh my God. So, we go up there to go see if we can take a picture with him or whatever. And then the usher people, the workers are like, I'm so sorry. Can you guys clear the aisle? We're getting ready to start the Q&A. So we go and we're like still talking a little bit. And then the thing is about to start. So we go sit down and we're talking. And CJ's like, there's Prince. And I was like, where? Like the whole time, like I couldn't see people. All I saw was a mob of folks congregating. I'm like, how did I not realize this? He's like in the middle of them, people taking selfies, taking pictures. And we almost get up to go. And my mom is over there like, there's Prince. There he is. Come get a picture. I'm like, no. I was like, wait a minute. No. It's too many people. I was like, he's probably going to be at the Q&A. Let's just sit down. So me and him both sit down. And she's like, come on. You wanted to see Prince. You told me to take your picture. I was like, oh my God, please. I was like, I'm going to text you. So I said, he'll probably be around later. So hopefully we'll catch him then. So she was like, okay. And then literally as soon as that happened, the show starts, or the event starts. And I don't even remember her name. She didn't work for the estate. She worked for the MJ1 show, but she was kind of like hosting it or whatever. And she brings out Karen, the lady who works for the estate. I can't even remember her last name, my bad. But Karen's like, yeah, before the Q&A starts and we bring our special guests, we're gonna show this special thing that hasn't been released since the early 90s. Some of you guys weren't even born yet. She's like, and as you know, like Thriller 40 is happening this year. So like I'm getting excited, like anticipation getting built up because I heard last year they showed some special like rare unseen 4K footage, I think something like that from like the history era. So I was like, we gonna get rare Thriller stuff. They probably gonna release this on DVD. And she's like, as you know, Michael, when he was making his Thriller short film, he filmed the behind the scenes of it. And I was like, don't let it be what I think it is because I've seen it before. I was like, let me keep an open mind because I said nothing is gonna make me mad on this trip. Nothing. So I said, not even the estate shenanigans. So I was like, let's keep this. Let's keep this peace. So they even to the point where it's like, cut your phones off. We don't want to see any phones. We'll confiscate them. And we put our phones up. As soon as the clip comes on, the zombie is like, welcome to the making of Thriller. And I'm like, no, I've seen this before. There's no way. Like, So I didn't say nothing though, because I was like, maybe some people didn't see it. I was like, I seen it. It's not really anything spectacular, and it wasn't like they put it in like 4K or like remastered or anything. And then, we were watching it anyway. Like they were showing clips of him dancing, old performances, and like we was like clapping and singing and dancing along as if we were there. Everybody was just like excited. So when it's over, somebody's like, I'm pretty sure I seen this on YouTube. And I'm like, okay, because I thought I was tripping. I was like, yeah, we've seen this before. I'm like, it's whatever, I guess. So then they bring out the special guest, which is Greg Gaines. That guy, funny, hilarious. I love the way he told the stories. Like he was like real animated. Like he got up on one of the stories. He like walked off the stage. He came back or whatever. It was just so funny. Sound effects and everything. He was just kind of telling his story about how he came and started working for Stevie Wonder and then to the Jacksons and then working for Michael. Before like we came in, I forgot to mention they handed us like note cards, and they were like, if you want to write questions for the Q&A. So I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll write something. So I basically wrote, can you tell the story about how Michael gave you the song Behind the Mask, because it was on his album. I wrote a second question on there, but they didn't acknowledge that anyway. And now I was like, do I write my name or do I not? I wrote it anyway. So we hand the cards in. Don't let Greg know he's on the banned for life list. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna DM you. So so they're on the stage or whatever, and he's still telling stories. So he starts telling a story about Michael giving him the song. And I'm like, did they ask my question? I'm like, I didn't hear my question. So I'm just like, okay. And so he tells the story. I'm like, okay, he told the story. That's cool. They play a clip of the song. And this lady's behind me. I think she has a single cover for it. She's like, look, I have it. We're all pointing. He's like, oh my goodness, you have it or whatever. And like all of it's like filmed on the official Michael Jackson website. And after that, I was just like, okay, that's cool. I got my question answered regardless. The lady's like, and that was a question from Victoria. She was like, did it answer your question? I'm like, it did. I was like, what? That's crazy, because they couldn't get to everybody. They only have 45 minutes. And I was like, wow. So like out of all the questions or whatever, out of all the questions, mine actually got acknowledged in some way, shape, or form. Then after that was over, they did the special The Girl Is Mine performance. I think they have that on the page as well. And then after that, we got up and we left. And we went outside and back where we were in the beginning, and everybody was just talking and all that. I didn't know where Prince went. I didn't know where Greg Gaines went. We were just out there chatting, and it was time for like the book signing. So we saw Michael Bush actually out there in the lobby, like right when he came in, and like the jacket he wore, that was fire. That was so nice. I took a video of it. It's in the vlog, I think. So I didn't want to get in the line right away, which I should have, because it was short right when I went out there. I was like, oh no, I'm just kind of wait a little bit, because by that time the line was long and it was moving kind of slow. So I was like, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to lose my new friends, So we're kind of chatting it up. Yeah, it was a really nice jacket. It was so nice. I have pictures. I don't exactly know how to pull them up, but I'll get there in a moment. So while we're waiting out there, we see Rich and Tone. I think they're trying to walk in the theater. Oh, it's Rich and Tone. Uh, and like that part wasn't in the vlog. There was a lot of stuff that was going on. Like in the moment, I was super excited, and I just didn't end up getting on the vlog, because it was just kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like an in the moment thing, and I was forgetting to video record a lot of it. So I do have the picture actually. Let me see if I can pull it up. Mm-mm-mm-mm. If I can get it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Where's it at? My bad, y'all. I'm having a hard time. I don't know how to work this thing. So yeah, there's me with Rich and Tone, and I went up there and I met him, and I was like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" Oh, well, I can see it like on the screen. That's so weird. I just can't see it on here. So, um, we believe in you, Tori. Thank you. So they were like, "Oh, are you gonna be at the meet and greet later?" I was like, "Yeah." They was like, "Oh, we'll be there. We'll see you there. We'll see you there." So I got my picture taken, and they were really nice. It was real quick. And then after that, actually, here's my picture with Fallon. Um, so that was really nice as well. Let me stop sharing this and go back. So yeah. After that, I'm still with CJ and Gigi, and we're just talking and all that. And then I go and I don't know why I closed that thing off. Uh-oh. We have, let me see if she's here. We got King of Pop Radio.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
You made it.
Girl, let me tell you.
Whew.
How you doing? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm just like, I'm still kind of at the beginning of the story, so it's not a whole lot. It's not a whole lot
Okay.
you miss. And I did give you like the rundown of some of it when I talked to you.
Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, because
Yes,
I know I missed
yes.
a lot.
Um, honestly, like as long as I've been on here, I haven't really gotten to the bulk of the story. I have a hard
Hmm.
time like telling stories like efficiently. So let me actually show you the picture of me and Carlo Riley,
Okay.
because he was so like I went up there and this lady went up and she was like talking to him or whatever, and I was just like, I was standing there and I was just like, and he was like, "Oh, do you want a picture?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah."
Like,
It was
yeah, I
kind of
do.
weird. And then he was, "I like your hair." I was like, "Thank you." And it was kind of, it's kind of matching his fit or whatever. So I mean,
Right,
you
right,
can drop
right.
it up. His belt. I didn't even notice that. Wow.
Babe, hold. Let me turn my TV down. Hold on.
Okay. So Gigi was like my photographer the whole time. So shout out to her for that. So she took my pictures. And I'm like, "Thank you," and I walk off and I grab the phone, and he's like saying something. I was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Make sure you like the picture. Make sure you I don't want you to not like the picture and like walk off or whatever." And I was like, "That's so nice." Like, oh my goodness. I was like, that was super nice of him and like really thoughtful and stuff like that. So after um I'm still, chilling with CJ and Gigi, not wanting to get in the line quite yet. And we run into Big Al. So he worked at Neverland for 15 years. And, I walk up to him because, I recognize him and stuff. I was like, "Are you Big Al?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, can I get a picture?" And like, he takes a picture with me. Super humble guy. Super, super humble.
I'm
Has
back.
welcome back.
Wait, who's this guy?
His name is Big Al. So he worked at Neverland for 15 years. I believe he
Oh,
actually
cool.
ran the train because the picture that he
Okay.
showed us after I took the picture of him. If y'all know the photo shoot, Michael invited like a group of kids to Neverland. It's like Dangerous Era. He was like wearing a long sleeve blue shirt or like royal blue shirt or something like that. And y'all know, if you know, you know the photo shoot there, like the pictures.
Yeah.
He was in one of them, and he basically told us this funny story about how he was showing the picture of him and Michael to this girl, and she was like, she points to Michael. She was like, "Oh, that's so cool." She was like, "Is that your assistant?" And I was like, "Was she being serious?" He was like,
I'm
"Yeah."
dead.
I was like, "What?" He was like,
Mm-mm.
"Look
Oh
again."
no.
And she zooms, and he like zooms in. She looks. She's like, "Oh, you work for Michael Jackson?" Well, that was hilarious. I was like, "How did you not recognize that as Michael?" But yeah, so that was funny. So he was really nice. He was just walking around talking to the people, and um him and CJ, really was like clicking and
Him
talking.
and
And
who?
CJ,
Oh, I love CJ.
yeah, he was so nice. Him and his girlfriend Gigi. And then when I was walking, they were like, um, "Did you get your book signed?" Like the ladies working the line. And I was like, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
not yet." And they were like, "Come on, get in the line." I was like, mind you, I said I wanted to get short and then I'll hop up in there. And they were like, get in the line. So I was like, okay, like they're real nice about it. So I get in the line, they're like, here's a sticky note, write what you want Michael Bush to write on there, anything you want. I'm like, now the pressure's on, because I'm expecting, go in the line, you go up, and he says hi, he signs it, you take your picture, and you keep it moving. I was
Right.
I was like, I was not expecting this. Hold on. Let me get myself prepared. So I'm just
Right.
like, what do I write? What do I write? And they were like, you just write to your name from Michael Bush. And one of the ladies was like, yeah, and write the date too, so you can remember this moment. So I was like, oh, good idea. So I was like, to Victoria from Michael Bush, 8/27/2022. So, I'm waiting in line. There's this lady behind me. I wish I got her name. I didn't know anybody in that line. So I turned around, I started talking to her. I'm like, hey, is this your first time? We struck up a conversation. She's real cool, real nice. It was her first year going. I really wish I got her name. Um, but she was my line buddy. I finally get up there to the front of the line, and I had asked her to take the picture for me, but this lady who was like, I don't know who she was, but like she was like, you want to take your picture? I was like, yeah, yeah. So she's photographing like the whole interaction with me and Michael Bush. And I go up there, and like I said, I thought it was just gonna be kind of like a hi thing. I didn't have anything prepared to say to him, or I didn't know what to say. This is new. I really should have prepared. But he was like, hi. I'm like, hi. He was like, how are you? I'm like, I'm doing good. You? And then he was like, I'm nervous. I said, huh? What you mean you're nervous? And I was like, you're nervous? He was like, yeah, I really can only do these things once a year. I'm a behind the scenes guy. So I was
Right.
like, really? The thought in my head was like, Homeboy was on that stage on the history tour quite a bit, giving Michael his orange juice and everything, and
I'm dead.
changing his jacket. And as I'm about to say that, he's like, let me see if I can actually show the picture. As I'm about to say that, he looks at the sticky note and he was like, shoot, where's it at? I still have it in here. Oh, this is a sticky note. I don't know if you can read it. Quality is terrible and like the lights are bright.
No, I can't see it.
So yeah, he looks at it and he's like, do you want it to say the 27th? Because it's the 28th. He didn't say it like that. He was really nice about it. And I was like embarrassed. I was like, that Michael moment, gee, oh boy, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I was like, oh no. I was like, yeah, make it the 28th. He he corrected it. And I was like, thank you so much. I was like, He said, no, it's fine though. It's totally fine. He said, really, anybody can write the date. Really, anybody could have me write anything they want. Probably not anything though. Don't get out of hand now.
Right.
And he was telling me like this story about what this lady wanted in hers. It wasn't like nothing inappropriate or anything. It was just kind of goofy. And I don't know, that moment, it was really like I know like they're human, everybody who worked with Michael, Michael's family and everything. But still, like, you're excited to meet him. Like,
Right. Right.
like you're nervous kind of. But when
Mhm.
he was like conversating with me, it was really friendly, and like that really was just like, at that moment I began to realize these are just the homies. We right up in here, like we all homies up in here, like,
Yes, it's a game.
you know. And then I'm like, I bring up the history tour comment. I'm like, you were on that stage quite a bit on the history tour. And he literally is just taking his time and he's like telling me, yeah, actually, funny story, like Michael basically tricked him to be out there on that stage with all them people. And
Of course you
uh
did.
yeah, he played him. He played him. And I thought that
Right.
was really funny. And it was really like, it wasn't a rushed experience. It was super nice. And then I started to walk off. Mind you, he didn't put he put to Victoria, love Michael Bush. And I was like, that's so nice. Like, what?
Oh,
So I'm walking off and he's like, hey, I want you to sign my book too. And I was like, huh? He had a book off to the side where, let me see if I can pull that up. He had a book off to the side.
mm-hmm.
He had us sign it for him. So
Oh
there's some
my
of the
God.
messages, and the ladies are like, yeah, sign on any page you want to. So my little note right there, I say, I didn't know what's right. I said, I had a pleasure talking to you, or you're so kind, I had a pleasure talking to you. And I put my name, and then I put the correct date. And the lady was like watching me sign it. She said, you're the first person I've seen put the date. That is so cool. I was like, oh wow, like that's so nice. I was like, so the whole time everybody was through that whole book sign experience. I keep saying it, just really, really nice. Really nice. And I
Yeah.
forgot to tell y'all, I don't know if she's still here in the live, but while I was in that line, I see this lady and I recognize her. I recognize her blue hair, and I'm just like, in my subconscious, like, oh yeah, I know her. Like, she seems so familiar to me. And
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I jump into consciousness, I'm like, Gadget Trish. She turns and she looks at me. And mind you, I have a mask on, my hair is completely different. She's like, Invincible Jacksons. And she runs up and gives me a hug. And I'm like, I'm hugging her stunned. Like, girl, you watched me? And I was just like, what?
Yes, yes. And that's what
Yeah,
I
that
love. That's what I love about going to MJ1, because you always see somebody like from like Instagram or somebody like you follow in the community, and it's like, oh wait, like
it's just so cool to see everybody in person.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
yeah, that was nice. The fact that he had us sign his book. Oh my goodness.
That was nice.
And meeting these people, I really felt like, I don't know, they all reminded me of Michael.
Yes, yes.
I was like, I know why he kept them around. I know why he had them in his life. They were patient, nice, just conversating with us, wanting to talk to us, instead of like, us. Of course, you go up here just raving about them and everything. That's cool. But they wanted to talk to us. They didn't rush the experiences or the meetings or anything like that.
Yes.
So I get out of the line after I met Michael Bush, and I'm just totally just like, what? It's like internally, I'm like, wow. And then I can't remember what happened after that. Let me actually, the pictures will tell. If I go through the pictures, like, it'll help me out. Oh, that's what it was. So after that, I went to the meet and greet, and me, CJ, Gigi, we're walking in there. And I didn't know like exactly where to go, but I see a line and it's to meet Prince. So I'm like, okay, let's get in this line.
Yes,
Like I
child.
said, I ain't have nothing. I didn't have nothing prepared to say to Prince. I was just kind of going with the flow. Like I'm just,
Right.
even if I did, I would have forgot. I hadn't. I was just like, let me just, at least get a picture. I'm like, this is so cool. So I get up there in the line. He's like, hi. I'm like, hi. Real friendly. And he's like, I like your hair. So I told you, remember I told you that, right? So, inside I'm like, that's what I said. Like they'll compliment us,
Yeah.
instead of like us saying like, oh my goodness, like, ah. So I was just like, thank you. We snapped the picture, keep him. And then like, I keep him moving. He had his like security guard there and he was like regulating the line. I didn't notice anything like anybody doing anything crazy or, people going crazy or anything like that. Then they had the cupcakes. Whole time, like I could mind you, my mom and my aunt when we went to Outback, that was 11 in the morning. By that time, it was like evening five, 6 ish, maybe, not sure. And we were like at the meet and greet, and my mom was, they had tickets. They could have went to meet and greet. They went, they ate some Mexican food or something. Oh, it's Shantea. I'm gonna get to the part of the story with you. You're not late. You're not late. You're not late. Um, so my mom was like, "You want Mexican food?" And I was like, "You hungry?" She said, "You hungry?" I'm like, "No." And I couldn't eat. I didn't eat the cupcakes. I took videos of the cupcakes, took pictures of it. It was so nice. I didn't eat.
Girl, you didn't eat the cupcakes. You tripping?
No, I did. I couldn't. I was
You
just too
was tripping.
excited.
I would got me a cupcake or two, at least.
I was like so like excited,
just like amazed by everything.
Yes, like I don't know. I just keep saying that. Like it was just so cool. So I'm standing there and like Rich and Tone, like they said they were going to be there, but they were like all the way. They were doing a video or something, or I don't know what they were doing. It was like lights and like a camera on them. I'm looking for Greg, and I'm just like, okay, like he ain't there. I thought he was gonna be at the meet and greet. I was just like, okay. So
they fake. They say he was gonna be here.
I don't know what was going on. They said Jamie King was gonna be there. I don't know what happened. He wasn't there at all. What's his name? John Branca was there.
Okay. So what was your thoughts when you saw John Branca? Like you was just like,
really? It was kind of like, I don't know. It really was just like, oh yeah, I know this man. I've seen him before.
Yeah.
But he was literally right there after I got done from meeting Prince. I saw him and I went to the cupcakes or whatever, and that was that. He was just, I think
that was me. I was like, okay, let me get this cupcake over here. Was that a mojito? I mean, was it mimosa? Let me get one of those.
No, yo, they had free Sprite, free Coca-Cola, something. I was like, for free?
So we ain't got to pay. So what you saying is we don't have to put any money out.
I'll take it. Mind you, I'm parched the whole time.
Michael music.
Right. So I'm like, okay, I heard all these people was gonna be here. Where they at? Where they at? I look, because I'm looking for somebody in particular that I'm really excited to meet that I didn't even like know was gonna be there until like a couple days before. I go and I'm looking out I look out in the lobby like, okay, where they at? Mind you, he wasn't invited by the estate. He just came. It was his first time. Oh, look, it's Bronca. Okay.
Stop it. I cannot do this. I gotta go. I can't do this. Oh, look, cupcakes. But you know what? I feel like it's something Michael would do too.
Ooh, cupcakes. So I look out that door and I spot him. It's Bill Whitfield. And I'm like, no, because I tell you, literally, like it felt like I was being given little Easter eggs right before I went on this trip. First, I don't know how to say his name is Jen, the guy who's making the Trial by Media documentary, the one who's working on that. He has an interview with Bill in there, and he posted a clip of it. And I saw it a couple of days before I went on my trip, and I'm getting hyped, like, oh snap, he got Bill up, and I'm like, that's how you know it's real when Bill's up there, because he don't play about Michael. And either like that day later, 2 days later, yeah, that's his name. That's his name. I see like the Michael Jackson book club post shares a live. All I see is Bill Whitfield's name in the description. I'm like, oh, Bill, it's Bill again. Girl. And I'm, Ron P is like interviewing him or talking to him, and he's with Big Al as well. And at the end, it's like, it wasn't too long. Might have been 20, 30 minutes. At the end, he's like, oh, Bill, you're going to be joining us for MJ1, right? And he's like, yeah. Basically, kind of like, just like, yeah, I'll be there. I about lost it. I about fell out on the floor because I was like, I need to meet him, and I need to thank him. And like, I was, I just need to let him know, because that book, Remember the Time, Protecting Michael Jackson's Final Days, written by Bill Whitfield, Javon Beard, changed my life. I know that's a bit dramatic to say, but it did. So
like a whole new perspective on Michael.
Yes, like even the movie that they did, Searching for Neverland, amazing. Go watch it. Go read the book if you haven't. So good. So I see him out there, and like it probably seemed like I was, I don't know, stalkerish, but I did not want to miss or go through the event and not be able to meet him. He's right there. Mm-hmm. So I'm inside the meet and greet area. He's out there in the lobby. I'm like keeping an eye on him. And to kind of make it look like I'm looking for like somebody else, so I'm not seeming like I'm too like I'm some psychopath or something. I'm calling my mom. I'm like, no. Before that, I was like, I asked the lady. I said, hey, if I go back out, am I able to come back in? She said no, because the show's about to start. I'm like, narts. Oh, narts. So I'm calling my mom. I'm like, I need to devise a plan. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I almost waved the man over, like, come here, but I didn't want to seem crazy. So I'm calling her. I'm like, hey, they said the show's about to start. Like, you better come on. I don't think she answered actually. But anyway, I see two girls. They're about to walk out. I think they were actually with Gadget Trish. And I'm like, yo, like they said I couldn't leave. They were like, oh yeah, you can. So I was like, oh, for real? I was like, okay. So I asked the other guy, to make sure, to be sure, like, hey, if I go out, can I come back in? He's like, yeah, you can. So I book it out there. Mind you, I lose sight of Bill. He gone. And I was like,
he's gone.
In the arms.
Oh,
I was like, oh no. And like I walk out there, and he just moved a few feet away. He was like talking to Ron Pia. And I walk up to him, and I don't know what I said. I don't know if I was like, hi, excuse me. I can't remember. And I'm just like, yo. I'm just like, thank you so much for writing that book. I know I had stuff prepared that I was going to say, but my brain was just like, I was like, thank you so much for writing that book. Like, it was so amazing. Like, it opened my eyes to so much, so much. Right. I said, I read the book less than a day. I was like, I got 2 copies of it. I got one from the thrift store. Once I found out y'all was donating all proceeds, I went and bought it from the website. And he was like, oh, where are you from? I told him I was like from Kansas or whatever. I told him like, my name and all that. And so I'm telling you, I swear, this girl right here, Shantea, I was getting little Easter eggs about her too, because me and her, like, when she was in line to meet Prince, I think. Mm-hmm. She started talking to me, and we started talking. I was like, okay, this girl's real friendly. When I'm talking to Bill, like she comes in, she's like, excuse me, can I get a picture? She takes her picture, and then after that, I was like, I need to get a video. And so, that's when I got that video of Bill. And I was like, it was so nice meeting you. He's like, it's nice meeting you too. And then no, actually I forgot to say. So I'm like, I'm so glad you're here this year. Like it's really cool. And he was like, yeah, normally around this time I like to give the family, give them their space and stuff like that. So I was like he's really respectful. That's especially to Michael and the kids. Like he don't play about them to this day. So I was like, okay. And that's why I can see why he was out there in the lobby versus like in there. Cause he wanted, if fans came up to him, he would talk to them. He was so nice. So nice. And after that, I try to go back in there like homie said I could. He's like, oh, where you going? I'm like, back in there like you said I could. And then he's like, no, the show's about to start. I said, I know, I got a ticket. And he was like, oh no, like we're getting everybody up out of there. I was like, ooh, embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I was like, okay. I was like, oh, okay. So as I'm turning to walk out, I literally like brushing shoulders with Prince. And like at that point, like I'm still just like excited and stuff. And like I had, took the picture with Prince and everything. And like I said, it started becoming like a thing where like we all homies up in here. Like everyone is so nice. Like
exactly. Like a family.
These are humans. These are people,
Yeah, I swear.
And then he like walks out right beside me and everything. CJ's like, you do realize you just walk with Prince, right? And at the time I'm just like, oh yeah, I did, I know. And it wasn't until like later on, I was just standing. I was like, I just walked out with Prince. Like I didn't just take a picture with him, but I was just like, whoa, like that's cool. Like the way that they were so accessible, you could just walk and be like, hey, what's up? And they would talk to you and everything. That was real dope. And then the line began to form to go to the show. It was 7:00 show that a whole bunch of people were going to. I was going to that when the line was long, and I almost went that line, but child was like, we waiting for it to move up again. I was like, I got my set seat. It's not like I'm missing anything. I'm gonna just go in there and make it when I make it. And CJ's like, there's Greg. I was like, where's he at? And he's at the gift shop, like right in front of the gift shop, and there's a circle of people around him. I'm like, oh, here we go. And CJ's like, isn't that the one, he did the dance with Michael at the end of the show, the end of the concert. So I'm like, yeah. So I go in there, and we go up to him, and I'm kind of waiting my turn. I walked up to him and I was like, yo, I've been waiting to meet you. And he got the song called Lazy Nina that me and my brother play. I was like, we love that song. I'm saying, if Michael was there,
whew, oh my God, I would have 100.
Oh my God, I would literally
die.
I don't know what I would do.
I would be so mesmerized the whole time. I'll be like everywhere he walked, I'll be like, that would be me. Like,
so I honestly feel like I would have got comfortable, like real comfortable, like real quick. Like Mike's the homie. Like, what's up, Mike? I don't know. I feel like it'd be a crowd. Even people just walking by not seeing the show. Is that Michael Jackson? Is that Michael? Everybody just run up there.
I wouldn't be able to chill. I would be like, I'm having a baby. By the end of this night, baby will be implanted. Okay, I don't care, Michael. I don't care what you say. No, I'm joking, everybody.
You gonna make Prince in his mid-20s have a little baby
channel. I'm sorry. I'm joking. Ha ha. Hee hee. I can't talk. My voice, I lost it. All right, I'm sorry.
I'm sick of you. So,
oh my God.
I go up. I would have played a prank on him. No, I'm kidding. So I'm going up to him and I'm like, yo, I've been waiting to meet you. Da da da. Mind you, I had taken a liking to Greg less than a year ago too, and I was like, it would be cool to meet him someday. Less than a year, met him. I'm like, whoa, what is this? What is this madness? What is this? And I was like, whoa, like what in the world? So he pulls out his phone, and like before he pulls out his phone, he's like, he starts talking about how like to this day, like, oh my, like I'm amazed that I work for Michael Jackson. It's so cool. Like he said at the Q&A that he's just like still in awe that he worked for him and worked with him and everything.
Right.
And then he pulls out his phone. Like I told you, he's real animated. And he's like, "Hey Victoria, let me show you something." And I was like, "What are you trying to show me?" He pulls out his phone. He opens up his gallery or whatever. He's like,
I'm dead.
like, and he's like, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, he's like, hold on. I'm like, what is he doing? He pulls out this picture. I wish I had the picture, but it's the one of him and Michael in like 1984. He's like, this is me and Michael working on We Are the World. And I was like, oh my goodness, I remember that picture. I know that picture. He's like, oh, you do? He's like, okay, let me show you something else. So he's like, do it again. And then he shows me a picture of him and Michael during the Bad Era. I was like, I remember that one too. And I was like, oh my goodness. And like, I'm just like really like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. So I'm like, is he really like, the whole time he's showing me this on his phone, I know people's like watching, like what's he doing? And then I was like, can I get a picture? I didn't ask somebody to take a picture, so I'm like, selfie time. He take my phone. He's like, I got the better reach. Let me take it. He takes the selfies. I'm like, did Greg Finnegan really just take my phone and take selfies? Like, what in the world? What is this? Let me actually find a picture. Can y'all see it? Is it pulled up?
No.
It's not pulled up. Oh God. I forgot to put the share the screen. Yeah. So that was it. He took the selfie or whatever. So that was a cool experience. And then I remembered after I met Bill, I had forgot to ask him something. So I was like, oh man. And I didn't see him no more. It looked like he had like dipped. And I was just like, okay. Dang it. I forgot to ask him. I was like, well, I got a video of Bill. That's cool. That's cool. It's all right.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
You know, it was a nice experience. He was very, very nice, very humble, very respectful. And he appreciates the fan. He has deep respect for the fans because, as you know, Michael stressed that importance to him. I see him again, and I'm like, oh snap! I was like, oh my goodness, he's there, but he's talking to the fans. And then, you know, I'm like waiting my turn because I don't want to interrupt or anything, be rude.
Yeah, I swear.
And I eventually, like, he walked off, and like looked like he went somewhere and left the area completely. So I was like, well, I mean, it's okay. I got the video. So I walk back over, and I swear if I had not walked back over in this moment, I would have missed it. Y'all know the dance Greg and Michael did. CJ got Greg to do it.
Hey.
I was like, what? And I didn't have my phone out, nothing. They got a video of it, and Greg was like, I'm not doing it anymore. This is the last time I'm doing it. Don't ask me no more. They were like, can you do it again so we can get on video? He's like, no more. He said, last time I did the dance, it was with Michael. I was just like, wow. To witness that, like, that was so cool. So I think at that point, finally got in the line. And then, you know, we went in there and everything. And as we're going in, my mom, I finally meet up with them. The lady takes pictures. One of the paparazzi dress ladies, like, she's taking pictures or whatever. She's like, you want to come over here? You guys take these pictures. You know, we're posing and everything. I did a video saying happy birthday to Michael, but I don't know where it went. I don't know what they did with it. I don't know. I didn't know what to say. It was very awkward because I'm pretty sure the guy expected me to say more. I was just like, happy birthday, Michael.
Me. Happy birthday, Mike.
So the lady starts having us pose for pictures. And she's like, here you go. Here's my card. See me after the show. You can get your pictures. I was like, these better be free.
Nope.
They weren't. But, you know, I wanted a souvenir. So I got it. This one keeps falling out. It keeps falling out. You know how much this costs?
Bring it closer.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix the picture. It's the glare. My bad, y'all. This is me and my aunt, and then me, my mom, and my.
Oh.
I'm suing because I paid $53 for these two pictures. $53.
They all
I said I'm gonna get it anyway. I know they taxing. They taxing. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
We came prepared.
Wait, these actually open. Wow, I didn't know. That's probably why I kept falling out. So yeah, we're going to the show. If y'all ain't seen the show, oh, I forgot to show y'all. They gave us these commemorative tickets. Because I was like, what is this? It's commemorative ticket. And it's basically
I do have. Let me see something. Hold on.
Go get yours. And I like what it says on the back.
I think I still got it. Ow!
It says it's an adventure. It's a great adventure. We want to take them places that they never seen before. We want to show them talent like they've never seen before. You got a different one. Yours is like glossy. This is like matte. Let me see it. Oh my God, it's an actual picture of Michael? Nah.
Oh, you still got a picture of Michael?
It does. It's like at the beginning of him doing like.
I like that one better.
I like that one too. I'm gonna just collect them over the years.
Yeah.
Exactly. $53 for my pictures. But I was like, I'm on vacation. I don't. Yes. Oh, that's what I was saying. It's an adventure. It's a great adventure. We want to take them places that they've never seen before. We want to show them talent like they've never seen before. We're putting back love into the world to remind the world that love is important. Love each other. We are all one. And so that's the whole like MJ1 type thing. And they incorporate that in the show. If y'all have not seen the show,
baby,
save up. Go see it. Dude, I'm telling you, the they don't really care about us part, that is my favorite. That and the Man in the Mirror and the Human Nature and the in the end, the Can You Feel. Okay, let me not spoil nothing. Y'all will be amazed. I honestly believe if Michael was here, he would approve of the show. He would.
Let me tell you something. If y'all can hear me. Last year I brought my cousin and her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is not a big fan of Michael, but my cousin is. So she convinced him to go. I brought them, whatever. By the end of that MJ1 show, he was like, listen, I never really liked Michael Jackson. But after seeing this show, I have such a respect for him. I have such a respect for him. Like, it totally changed his perspective on Michael. And now he listens to his music and he wants to go back.
Invite him to the birthday party next year.
Yes, we have to do that. It's gonna be amazing,
dude. And then the closer you are, oh my God, it's like screens and like Michael would love it. The bass and the way that he loved to blast his music, especially when he was on set for the short films and everything, he would love it. The visuals, the effects. Oh my goodness, y'all will be amazed. So after the show, like I said, Every Delay was in my favorite. I'm gonna get to that part.
Wait, which part was your favorite?
I would say my favorites were They Don't Care About Us. That
maybe that's one they
added. I was ready to get up and be like, woo! Power!
All I want to say is that
we are one. I was ready to take to the street. Riot. No, I'm kidding. But no, it had me. Is it loud enough? Like the first night, the audience was like, I didn't even care. I was singing off key, like I was just singing. I was like, singing my little heart out in that audience. It was amazing. Okay. Oh my goodness. I was sad when it was over. So, like I said, we left. Actually, I ran into GADGET TRISH again, and that was cool. And then, like, I went down the stairs and went back up there to go talk to her. And then I went downstairs.
Oh, girl, I was gonna say when I went in 20, I think I went in 2019. Right after the whole drama, and I went, and I don't know why, but that year it was very strange. So when I went and I was singing all the songs, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I don't know if these people were not moonwalkers around me. They must have just been regular folk just going to see a Michael Jackson thing. But I was screaming, and they was just looking at me like, girl, you all right? I was over there like, hey, man, the mirror. And they was just like.
Child, I was singing my heart out, man, in the mirror, doing the ad-libs.
Yes, me too.
You got to stop with yourself.
I was going in like.
Yes, oh, The Girl Is Mine. It wasn't in the official show. The Girl Is Mine was a special birthday performance, kind of like a little thing they choreographed and put together. Nice. It was a really good performance, though. I don't think it probably fit the set or like the storyline of it, because they did do a storyline. It was really cool. And like, mind you, they had people coming from. So if you go, maybe not. You don't necessarily have to sit up high, like in the back, but you sit back to where you won't miss the people coming down from. And you'll see it. There's stuff raining on. Oh, let me shut up. Okay, I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut.
Girl, spill my sheet.
It's so cool. So, like I said, I left, and then that's when I noticed they had Michael Smooth Criminal. Like, it was his outfit. At first, I don't know why I thought everything was like a replica. But my mom was like, there's his outfit. And I went up and I read the sign. I was like, that's his outfit that you wore. What? I went back and then I went back. Huh?
Sorry, I gotta go to work. But
okay, I'm gonna keep it up. So you
I gotta go to the slave trade. Sorry, to the slave boat.
All I want to say is that they don't really. Okay, let me quit.
If I tell you what they did to me and I still gotta go in, I'll tell you later.
Okay. All right. Thanks for joining.
No, I thank you for having me, and we got to do this again. We got to catch up. You got to tell me what else happens. Since I'm not gonna be here.
I will, because there was a lot more.
I know, but we gonna catch up, and we got to do another live.
Okay, most definitely.
All right, babe. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Love y'all. Heal the
world. Did she say heal the world? So, yeah, like I said, every delay was in my favor. We were trying to figure out how to leave because we was not taking that tram system back. Mind you, we was there at that hotel, the Mandalay Bay, all day long. We were like, okay, we're catching an Uber. I have an Uber account, but I didn't have it downloaded on my phone. I thought my aunt was gonna kind of handle it. So when I'm walking out, I see Prince again. And like before, like after I had met him, I was like, dang, I really wish I said something to him. Like, I really, said more instead of just hi and like, thank you or whatever. I didn't want a picture or nothing like that. And I was about to like give up, I was just like, it'll be all right. It's okay. I might see him tomorrow. Because the next day was the brunch. And I was like, I might see him tomorrow. I might say something. It's okay. I'm glad I got my picture at least. I was just thankful for what I already had. But I was like, you know what? Someone was like, stay, girl, stay, just stay. So, I waited and I was like, Mom, just go. I was like, I was like, just go figure out the ride situation. She was like, we can wait for you. And I was like, okay. So I walk up to Prince. I'm like, hi. Like I said, I ain't had nothing. I didn't know what to say. I was just like, I didn't know. Actually, I didn't see him in the show. So I was like, yo, did you see the show? I was like, I didn't get to talk to you before, but like, I was like, did you see the show? He was like, yeah. And then I was like, do you see it every year? I think something like that. And then he said, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, my name's Victoria. And then he stuck his hand out to me. And I shook it. And he was like, nice to meet you. I'm Prince. I'm like, that was Michael. Michael raised them kids so respectful. It's like I knew who he was, but he still was just like, I'm Prince. Like, nice to meet you. So nice, respectful. He was just so kind, very patient. And like I said, I already had a picture. I told my mom I did, but she walked up to, she was like, "Can I get a picture of y'all?" And I was like, I want to be like, "No, it's okay, it's okay." But I just stood there, took the picture, and that was that. Do I have it actually? Do I have the picture? Um. Oh, was that one still sitting there? I'm looking for the picture. My bad. I gotta really figure out how to work this thing. My bad, y'all. No, that's the wrong one. Yes, I have it right here. So yeah, he was standing there, and like, I think his security guard might have even stepped off to the side so we could get the picture. That's nice. And yeah, that's my second meeting with Prince, and super nice. So the fact that I was just like, dang, I wish I could have said something to him, and I saw him again. That was really cool. And my aunt is trying to figure out how to work this Uber. Is not texting her phone, sending her the code, and I'm like, how are we gonna get? I was like, I'm gonna have to download the app. Oh, I didn't want to go through this. So while she's figuring that out, I see Bill again. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I run up to him and I'm just like, hey, I was like, excuse me or whatever. And then like, um, I go up to him and I say what I like forgot to say or whatever. It was really a nice moment. Really, really, a really nice moment. So kind, like I said. And then, I was like, bye. He was like, take care, whatever. And so I went back in there and, we took the Uber back to the hotel. I didn't eat dinner, nothing. Um, Actually, we went back to, no, I did eat dinner. How did I forget this part? They had like a Panda Express next door or something. So we ate that. And I was parched. So I was like, I need some water. Um, Next morning, I woke up super early, like 6 in the morning, because we had to get to the brunch. I didn't know they were going to have as much food as they did. So we went and got a little bit of breakfast before. And like, mind you, we were rushing because they have like, for this specific event, you had to pre-register and get in there. It was like a certain amount of people that they would let in there. And then after like 9:15, they said if you're not there, they're going to start letting people go in. People who didn't register until like capacity fills up. So I'm rushing to get there. I make it there with 10 minutes to spare in the line. I see CJ and Gigi, and I'm trying to see if they making it in. So we get up there. They ask what's our name, how many people's with us. They let me in. I'm waiting there like, is they gonna make it? Is they gonna make it? They make it in fine. So I'm like, yes, I have my crew with me. I go to see what kind. As soon as I walk in, they got a coffee, a latte. They're making lattes. They got ice cream at 9 in the morning. They got mimosas. I was like, what? Hold on. It was free. All you had to do was have a ticket to either the shows on the 28th or the 29th and pre-register online or make it before capacity was full. They had eggs, some sort of like egg thingies. I don't know. It was like circular quiche. That's what I'm going to call it. Egg bites, oversized egg bites. I don't know what you call it. They had like French toast. They had a bagel station, oatmeal station. Fruits and all that stuff. I was like, what? Hold on. The estate spoiling us like this? I was like, wait a minute. Whoa. It was just insane. Like I said, I have much of an appetite. I ain't eat much. That was just that. And we were at the table and I see Prince walk in. Prince and Molly. And I'm like, oh, there's Prince. We're like, hi, Prince. He's like, what's up? He's dapping or give people a handshake, whatever. And, he walks to the back. And I was like, I ain't even going to try to go back there. I got my pictures. I'm good. I'm not going to try to go there. I'm all right. I'm straight. I know everybody going to flock to him and stuff. So we eating our food, munching, talking, chatting, mingling. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of my time there. And Tone walks in. And we're like, hey Tone. He's like, what's up? What's up? And I'm like, oh snap, like I don't know, it was just so cool. And I was expecting him, to say what's up and like, I don't know, go to food or like start mingling with people. But he stops and he starts holding a conversation in our area. He's like talking to us or whatever. And then I turn around, I'm like, oh yeah, what y'all talking about or whatever. And he's just chatting with us. It was real friendly. Like, I know going there, it was like, oh my goodness, like meeting these people that work with Michael, like, oh my goodness, it's so cool. But then it really became a moment of like, it's so cool because I'm meeting these people and they're really nice. Like it makes you not want to leave. So then CJ starts dancing. He crazy with the footwork, okay? Crazy with the footwork. Somehow we get on top of the toe stand. And I'm like, man, when I tell you I used to be able to do toe stand when I was little, then I gained weight. And I was like, it's too much weight on my toes. And then Tone starts laughing or whatever. And I said, but I taught myself how to do the moonwalk when I was like 9 or whatever. He was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. And I said, yeah, I used to do it wrong. And I showed him the way I used to do it wrong. And I need to quit telling people I know how to do the moonwalk and like if people ask me if I know how to do it, I need to stop telling because then they want me to do it. So he was like, yeah, it's an illusion. Really, you just got to shift your weight. And I think either I kind of did it. I think Gigi was like, do it. And then I was just like, I'm like, I'm not really finna sit up here, moonwalk on carpet, make myself look a fool in front of Michael Jackson's old backup dancer. He was like, do it. And I was like, oh God. So I did it. He said, you did it. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, that's insane. It was crazy. Then mind you, the whole time I'm hearing like commotion or whatever in the back. But I didn't want to leave the conversation because, we was having a nice time. My mom, girl, I forgot you had left. My mom was like, oh, hi, what's your name? And he's like, Tone. And then she was like, can I get a picture of y'all? So we took a group photo with him, wherever it's at, if I can find it. I'll tell you, I'm having a hard time with this thing. So we took a group photo with them. So his name was Antonio. That's CJ. That's Gigi. That's me. That's Tone. So, yeah. Then he walked off, and then that's when I went to the back, and I was like, we want to see, please. That's when I went to the back, and I was like, yo, what's going on over here? And Gadget Trish was like, yo, it's your last chance to take a picture of Prince, because he said he's about to go, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I really don't need another picture. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll say bye or something. Then I got a brilliant idea. I was like, why don't I get a message for everybody, like the people who follow me and like watch my videos and stuff like that. So I'm waiting my turn, and like it's just, I don't know, watching it go down, watch people meet him and like him interacting with people is so nice. Go watch Gadget Trish's video because they was matching. Like I was like, what? Like the irony, it was crazy. They were matching. And I got the privilege of videoing that moment with them together. So I went up there and I was like, hey, I run like an Instagram and a YouTube account for you and your family called Invincible Jacksons. I was wondering if I can get like a message for the viewers and something like that. So he was like, yeah, sure. So I took go watch her video. Go watch her video. And watch the live when giving our review that we did. Was that Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. My days are all discombobulated. I went and I started taking the video. He was like, "Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here celebrating the greatest and stuff like that." He said, "Thank you all for the support and everything." It felt like, another Michael moment. He turns to me and he's like, "Thank you for the support." And I'm like, me? Like, that's just how, like, it reminded me of Michael because Michael paid attention to detail. Like, he remembered things about people, and he acknowledged everybody and everything. And I was like, that is the nicest thing ever. I was like, what? Like, I'm getting a video for the viewers, and he remembers me. Like, what? Like, I wasn't expecting that at all. And then so I'm just like, oh, after it's done, it's very quick. I say, all right, thank you, bye. I walk off. And I remember also thinking, like, dang, I should have got a picture with Bill Whitfield. I should have got a picture with him. I was like, damn, I had a video. I'm like, that would have been cool to have a picture or whatever. When I walk off from meeting Prince for the last time, I see him there. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, no freaking way. He's there. I wasn't expecting him to be at the brunch. Because like he said, he likes to, normally he's at Forest Lawn, paying his respects to Michael on his birthday, I think. And the fans meet him there. So to see him at the brunch too, I was like, that is so nice. And he was talking to a fan, and then he starts walking, and I'm like, hi again or whatever. And then he's like, hi, he gives me a hug, whatever. I was like, this dude is so nice. And then I don't know where I think he went to go get coffee or something. And I went up and started talking to, my new friends, chatting and Gadget and her crew. Just it's just so nice. And then I went and I got my picture with Bill, and I have it up here actually. I should have had these prepared. My bad. I thought I had it prepared in a good way, but I didn't, I guess. So I got my picture with him, and we kind of talk a little bit more. And I was like, yeah, this is my mom or whatever. He's like, oh, did she read the book? And I was like, no, she hasn't. He said, did she watch the movie? And I'm like, no, she hasn't done that either. He said, well, we gotta get her to watch the movie and read the book. I'm like, oh yeah, I was like, yeah, we got to. And then I'm trying to remember what else. Yeah, so we just kind of chatted a little bit. I'm hoping to get an interview with him. That would be really, really dope, because I really want to get that story out more and the truth about Michael from, their perspective. Like, they saw everything and humanized Michael completely. I believe everybody should know that story. So after that, they were like, special announcement, everybody. I'm like, okay, it's got to be about Thriller 40, because they said we're going to have a press release. Thriller 40, here we go. I'm thinking they're going to be like, oh, yeah, we got the new cover. We listened to your feedback. We changed the cover. I won that. They had, it was really cool, though, because they had an official. Not an official. Somebody who worked for Sony. What am I saying? I'm not talking right. They had somebody who worked for Sony, and he was up there, and he was like, there's new certifications for songs on the Thriller album. And it was for PYT, Beat It, Thriller, and Billie Jean. We went crazy for Billie Jean. And now Michael has gone down in history to be the first artist ever to have multiple albums and singles with diamond certifications. So, I mean, that was cool that we got to be the first ones to know about that. And he made history. 13 years, making history to this day. That's crazy. And then after that, we kind of talked or whatever. Again, and actually no, Prince came up. That's when Prince came up and did the video, and he was like, 1, 2, 3, say happy birthday, Michael. And that's what we did. Yes, period. King of Pop. He still reigns. Okay. He will never be demolished. So, we also took a group photo. Do I have that? I do have the group photo on here. I have it. But I'm going to show that at the end. So, yeah, we're mingling and stuff like that. Singing happy birthday to Michael. Stevie Wonder version, of course. Everybody's just hype. It's just a nice environment. Everybody very cordial, very nice. You go up to people, you just talk to them. They're so friendly. So if you go, don't feel like, oh, I need to have like a set group. Because I felt the same way. Like, I felt like I needed to know somebody that was going there. And I didn't. And, I found my people. So they're really, really accepting. So if it's your first year going next year, I'm trying to make it. I really hope I can make it. Find me, so you don't have to be alone, and I can help you, sort of help you through it. That way, because I know it can be nerve-wracking, especially if you don't really go out and do stuff like that. Afterwards, I literally got off the phone because I called King of Pop Radio because she wanted to say hi to somebody, and I was kind of showing her like what was going on. She was like, "Y'all not dancing? Like, where's the party?" And I kid you not, I got off the phone with her. Liberian Girl comes on, we go wild. It's so cool. Actually, there's a I'm gonna pull it up. There's a video of it on Twitter of us dancing a Baby Be Mine afterwards, and it literally kind of blew up, and I didn't even know it. And everybody, I was like, whoa! I was like, this is so cool. Just partying and having a good time. And let me find it. I gotta find it. Okay, I found it. I'm gonna put it up because it's just cool watching from the perspective of somebody else there. Dude, that was what I tell you. That was like highlight of the trip. Like one of the highlights of the trip. One of the best parts. And we were just having fun, just dancing. GADGET was like Soul Train line. We started a Soul Train line. I'm not a dancer or nothing, but I don't know. This being around everybody who was like me and everything. I kind of came out of my shell. So I don't know. I was just dancing, having a blast, just being around people who appreciated Michael the way I do. It was fun. It was so fun. I'm glad you started that Soul Train line because that was lit. And then like when I went through the line, me and Shantae, we were standing next to each other. Not Tone, but Rich. Rich is behind me, and I don't know. I turned around. He's like, "Oh, I like your shirt." I'm like, "Thank you." We convinced this man get in the Soul Train line. I'm like, "We know you dance." He's trying to act that shy, like, nah. I was like, come on. He's like, fine, okay. Dude, as soon as he get in that line, everybody go crazy. And he's busting him some like MJ moves. I was like, this is so nice. And I can't remember what the last song was, but they said we were supposed to be there until 2. I think it was after we did Unbreakable, maybe. The music just stopped. And we were like, okay. We were like, is it over? And this dude, Kyle, shout out to Kyle, hilarious guy. He started singing Never Can Say Goodbye. He was like, we need some outro music. He said some This Is It or something. I'm like, I know they're not kicking us out right now. It's only 11 o'clock. So yeah, they stopped the party early. Like it just had gotten lit. So we say our goodbyes and all that. And Rich and Tone was like, bye. I'm like, bye, friends, and everything. I was being dramatic in my vlog. I was like, bye, friends. Like I was never going to see them again, which I did. And then, we go out and we're in the lobby. I think at some point, I don't know how I missed it. They did the Thriller dance. I missed it. I was like, what? We're hanging out in the store and everything. And Dove, the prices in that store. Y'all remember Bad 25 CD box set where it had the show at Wembley, Bad 25 disc, for disc 1 and 2, the poster, I think something like that. I remember seeing it online maybe for $50. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm asking the lady how much it is in the store. Maybe it's 30. She was like, "Oh, that's 100." I said, "Well, I'll be darned." I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you." Try not to act like I'm broken on a budget. I'll just, I'll put it down. I'm like, "Ooh, child." Mm-mm. And then they had a Thriller jacket there, but it was like the Letterman jacket where he was wearing in the beginning before he turned to the werewolf. That was $350. It's a nice jacket, but I'm like, I've seen it on Etsy, like replicas for like $80. So I'm like, I might have to go the Etsy route. They didn't have a whole lot of stuff in there that I remember seeing from other people's vlogs. Like I was watching MJ Fangirl's vlog from being there, and they had different type of Michael Jackson shirts. They had like an Off the Wall album shirt. They had it better. Because I'm like, why they taxing us in this store? I'm like, I could get this stuff online for cheap. Let me go to eBay. But they did have like signed copies of like the Moving Violation Jackson 5 album. That was $2,000. It was at the top. They was like, don't touch it. And it was framed and everything. They had one of Dangerous on the other side. That was like, that might have been double the price of the Moving Violation album. It was a pretty penny. I was like, I don't know about all this. Like I wanted a shirt, but I didn't. At the same time, I didn't want to settle. So I was doing a lot of going back and forth in my head. There was this Off the Wall magnet there that was like $12. So I was like, maybe I'll get that. And then I heard music being played. Michael. Even people who was like a little bit shady to Michael. Yeah, it was like $4,500. It was a lot. Michael was just signing autographs, just like, oh sure, you want an autograph? Oh sure, $2,000. Yeah, 4,500. That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm hearing music being played even louder, like Jackson song. So I'm like, this ain't coming from the store. Who playing this music? Shout out to Danae. She had her Bluetooth speaker out. She was playing music. And then I got her to play the Beat It song. And shout out to Rocky's World 777, because she was teaching. I was struggling. I'm like, I saw a video of myself, somebody posted. I was like, no, it was so bad. But she was helping me through it. So I'm gonna have to do some practicing. And then they were like, we're gonna go to the statue. So, we went to the statue. And I kid you not, when I walked in there, I expected everybody to be, looking at the statue around. When I tell you, it was like Michael was there himself. They were all just standing back like, whoa. And I'm like, whoa. And like, he's under this like sky, like there's a window in the ceiling. And it's just like, yes, she is. She's a really good dancer. Like, she had it down. I saw her doing the Thriller dance. And her and CJ was like, they were on it. I was like, wow. We went up there to take pictures at the statue. And after that, Gadget Trish had this really cool idea. Go look at it on her. I think it's one of her most recent shorts. And she was like, I want you guys to dance around the statue or whatever. So, we're dancing. And then like she does this like really cool video of us dancing. And we're holding her blanket and says, I love the Jackson family. I say my final goodbyes to CJ and Gigi. I think no, actually they left before we danced. Oh man, he would have loved dancing to that. They left before, then we did the dancing or whatever around a statue. And that was really fun. And then I think excuse my brother, he's talking out there. And then I think Gadget Trish and Rocky and all of them, they had left. And it was a handful of us. I was low-key getting sad. I'm like, dang, this is really it. This is it. I was like, wow, this is over. I was like, it happened so fast. All this preparation is just gone. It was a handful of us left. We're just chatting it up, talking, and it was really nice. It was like really just like an intimate moment. Danae's still playing the music. Hotel they didn't care. I'm expecting to be like, cut that off. They did not care. That's why I love Vegas, because it's just like, I don't know, it's so free. And nobody, anytime we would like be like, oh yeah, we're Michael Jackson fans, nobody had anything nasty to say. Like, people get really real messy about that and about him. Nobody had anything bad to say. It was so nice. I had mentioned, I was like, I wanted to go visit. It does. I'm debating whether I'll stay the same amount of time or go early. I might stay the same amount of time. I don't know. Maybe a week. I don't know. Let me not. Um, I said I wanted to go visit one of his houses that he had stayed at when he moved back to Vegas in like 2006 and stuff like that. So I was like, I wanted to go to the Monte Cristo house because in the Remember the Time book, they said they had some like, nice memories there. And I was like, okay, I want to go see that house. But I just said that like I was like, maybe next year I'll go, because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna go there. I know my mom and aunt aren't want to go there. And then Shantae was like, yo, let's go get a lift and we can go see the house together. I was like, wait, for real? And I'm like, nah, my mom probably ain't gonna let that happen. I'm out in a city we ain't never been to before. Like I said, she don't care if I'm grown. She hesitant. She like, you out in a new city. Like, I'm not gonna be with you. And I'm like, please let me go. Please, 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 please. She lets me go. So we go and we see the house. We try to go to the Monte Cristo house. It's gated. You have to like have a code or something like that. I don't remember that. I don't know if that was in the book, but you have to have a code to get in there. And the Lyft driver's like, y'all got a code? And we like, no, we ain't got no code. And so he was like, he had no problem taking us to the original furniture. They kept it that long? Wow. I also wanted to see the Wonderland house, but after the Monte Cristo situation, I was like, that Wonderland's even bigger. It might be real gated off. So we're like, okay, Palomino house it is. Palomino house. Because that's where everybody goes. I've seen pictures. We can get there. We can get there. So we go to the Palomino house. It is hot. But I'm just in awe. I'm like, wow, I'm at Michael Jackson's old house. Like, so cool. The back of the house, we did see the back of the house. But that's where I always see the pictures of the fan. Wait, are you talking about the Palomino house or Monte Cristo house? Either way, it was, I don't know. Do I have that picture? I might not have it. I do. I have it. I don't know if y'all want to see it though, but I'll show it anyway. Yep, so that's me at the house. Yeah, it had to be the back of the house because it was like, I don't know, somebody pulled out of there and like we was just sitting there like, they gonna say something to us? But I mean they didn't. They probably used to fans being there or whatever. So that was real dope. And while we were there were actually fans that we saw at the event. They were there as well. And, we said hi, we met them and everything. It was super cool. And after that, me and Shantae we went to go get food. At the seafood place and stuff. The Monte Cristo house. We saw the back of it. Girl, dang it. I didn't see it, I don't think. I'm about to cry. Because I wanted to see the house so bad. But next year. So I go back to the hotel. And my mom and aunt is just laid up in the bed. I'm like, what are we doing? We're on vacation. Let's get the show on the road. Like, what the heck? I don't know which is episode. Yes. At MJ, like Airbnb or like a hostel or something like that. Something that would be so cool. I know the house that he was wanting to buy was the Wonderland house. That unfortunately did not get to happen because he was gonna use the money for This Is It for it, and that's really sad. Um, yeah, my mom and aunt was just laid up in the hotel. I'm like, I want to do some more Michael. I didn't want to leave. Like the atmosphere was just so cool. And then I was like, hey, mom, crazy idea. What if I perhaps, go see the show again? She was like, you want to spend more money? Why not? I'm on vacation, So I went and I saw that show again. It was a dude, let me just tell you. Me and Shantae went to go see the show. We're like, I hope the officials don't see this because I don't want to get the people in trouble. But I'm gonna just say it anyway because it was just super cool. I bought the cheap ticket. She's like already down on the floor. Her section is full, but her row is full, so I can't even sit next to her. So I'm just like, I bought the cheapest ticket, whatever. I just want to see it again. It's cool. We get up in there, show our ticket, and the guy's like, y'all sitting far apart. He was like, the show is not that full tonight, so we're gonna go. If you go in there, we're gonna let you sit together. I was like, say psych right now. Say psych right now. Say psych. So, we going up in there, and then I had been telling my mom I wanted another one of them souvenir tickets. So I was like, ooh, I get the souvenir ticket. So we're telling the guy, this is a real cool guy. And we're like, yo, they said we could sit together. And he was like, what? Y'all sitting far apart, just like real funny and like cool with it. So he was like, all right. He gets on the headset. He talks to his people or whatever, and they usher us in there. I'm supposed to be sitting at one of the very last rows. They let me sit down there on the floor with her. And I tell you, I noticed so much more sitting closer, like the screen, like surrounding, like it was just, whoa, like even more crazier up close. So yeah, that was real dope. And then like after that, I'm so glad I had impulsively bought a ticket and like was weird with being unwise with my money. Because then there was more moonwalkers out there, and there was just a group of them, and they were just out there. They didn't want to leave. They didn't see the show again. They just didn't want to leave. I think they already seen the show, but they just, they didn't leave, and that's exactly how I felt. So we was out there talking for like 2 hours. A handful. We were talking for hours, just discussing everything, our experiences as moonwalkers. And it was just so nice getting to talk to him. And like, we didn't want to leave. We didn't want to walk away. Oh my goodness. It was amazing. Finally, my mom was just like, I can't go to sleep until you come back to the hotel. I just need to know you're okay. It's about 2 a.m. So I didn't get back to that hotel till 2 a.m. And the next day we had, yes, Kyle, Dexter, Katrina, Rachel, was Ricky. I feel like there was somebody else. I can't remember. But yeah. We were just out there talking. And the next day me and Shantae agreed to go to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. That's when I seen Michael Jackson's wax figure, him and Janet's handprints. We were like, whoa, like we didn't know that handprints was here. It was so cool. Like that wax figure they really was just like, let me sew this quick weave in. It's cool, wet and wavy look. It might be a tint of brown up in there, but it's cool. That hair was not the bad era hair. I'm like, where the edges at? Where's the edges? Like he had curls. Like them edges was laid. Oh my goodness. They didn't have that, they went real quick with it or whatever. But it was still cool to see his wax figure. We didn't know if it was gonna be there or not. So we was excited to be able to see that. And after that, we went into the Venetian. And if y'all seen that trashy Martin Bashir documentary, Living with Michael Jackson, that was Michael Jackson's one of his favorite places to go. And immediately we noticed the ceilings. Them ceilings that he was just raving about, still the same, still in like pristine condition. Oh my god, it was so nice. I was like, wow. I forgot I took a picture of it, but man, that I understand why he loved that place so much. So this lady is like, can I help you? And da da da. We ask her, like, what's the name of the thing? The Regis Gallery. That's his favorite store. His favorite store to go to in the Venetian. That's where the all expensive stuff is. And I already knew, like, okay, we can't film or take pictures in here or whatever, but it's still cool to go there. I wanted to buy something if something was cheap enough, because homeboy was spending an arm and a leg up in there talking about some yoo-hoo, can I get this, that, and the third? So I was like, it's expensive. I know it is. So I'm like, maybe there's something on sale, something budget. I don't know. So as soon as we get outside of the store, they have a screen, and the same videos on YouTube. I actually found it yesterday, and it says, "We miss our friend Michael," or "Our friend Michael, we will miss you." And it has the video of him on the documentary in that store shopping, and I was just like, "What?" Like, they still acknowledge him, they still honor him, and got mad respect for him. Yoo-hoo. Oh man, it was so nice. And so had to put the phones away when we went inside. But I was wearing like this blood on the dance floor shirt. So I'm pretty sure the lady was like, "Yep, these is fans." Maybe she was thinking that, I don't know. So we're in there and she's showing us stuff like, "Oh yeah, I just put these out." I'm like, let me not nothing over, child, because I don't wanna have to pay for this. I can't even afford it. So I'm like, I'm like, maybe there's a Tinkerbell figurine for sale. So I love Tinkerbell, and maybe that's there. I don't know. I'm like, just trying not to knock nothing over. And she hears, like, Shantae tells her, "Hey, I just really want to say I bought something from a store that Michael Jackson shopped at." And the lady's like, "Oh yeah, you guys are fans or whatever." She said, "Go around the corner and look." And there's like a wall of like pictures of him when he was there. He has parents in there shopping at the store. On the other side, there's a picture of Jackie. I was like, man, I can't even take a picture of this. I can't even film it, nothing. And so we were just like, I'm just mental note, just photographic memory. It's okay. It's okay. So she's still like, I think she was still showing us stuff. She was like, "You know what, you guys can actually take a picture if you want." She's like, I think she said, "You guys are really nice," or something. I don't know what she said. When I'm telling you, I kept getting the hook up on this trip. It was super cool. She's like, "Go take a picture. You guys can actually go take a picture next to it." I was like, "Nah, you lying." I was like, "You lying? Are you for real?" And she was like, "Yeah." So we went around the corner, and we got the picture. Wait, do I not have it in here? No, I have it. I do have it. Where's the tag? I didn't even post it. I should have posted it, but oh man, it was like Michael. Like Michael wasn't even there, but I was just still in awe. Like, whoa, like, yeah, there he is shopping at the store. See, he's probably going, "Yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo." Can I get that one? There he is, right there. There's him in Paris. Um, super dope. And I asked the lady, I don't know, it seemed like she's a real experienced worker there. I said, did you work here when Michael would visit? She said, "Yeah." I was like, "What was that like? What was that like?" If somebody met Michael or seen him, I'm like, immediately, I'm like, "What was it like? What was it like?" Living through them, living vicariously through them, because, I never get that chance. But she was like, "Yeah, we had to close the store down and get everybody out of there. Of course, nobody could be up in there because while he was trying to shop, because everybody and their grandma would want an autograph. Let him shop in peace." So I just, man, that was so nice. And then we went and had pizza after, and that was pretty much it. Like, I met some awesome people. So, quick rundown: if you want to go, I would suggest get into Facebook groups. Um, there's one called Michael Jackson's Angels. Um, there's one called Michael Jackson Fans in New York. Like, get into Facebook groups. So, like, maybe I found out early. Thankfully, I was just scrolling. I found out early, I think, before they even announced what the special dates were for the birthday event. And if y'all want, like, if I find out, I can share it with y'all so y'all can get on it early and start booking your stuff. But for now, I say save up everything. If you eat out, don't eat out. Go to the grocery store, find you some deals, some coupons, cook some food at home. You might have to miss, if you like to go out on the weekend, you might have to miss that. If you're like me and you like to splurge, like, and just buy a bunch of like collectibles and stuff, oh, no problem. I'm glad you guys are in here. Like, I know I talked for a long time. I actually had something planned after this. But I'm glad you guys tuned in. I talk a lot. I didn't expect it to be this long. But with me, I'm just like a detailed person. Like, I'm just like, this happened, this happened, this happened. So yeah, start saving up. Maybe not buy so much stuff. Like, I gotta stop. Even now, like, I need to stop getting collectibles because I found out through the Michael Jackson Fans in New York. Yep. Those are, I would really recommend those two pages. And there's one called something for the Vegas trip where they'll start putting stuff together, like separate stuff for the fans. Like, they'll go out to eat or something like that. I can send y'all links to those. And yeah. And then once you buy your ticket to the show, you get everything planned out. This year they said you gotta pre-register in order to get yourself a secure spot into that that brunch. So it was the first week of August. And I remember even that day, I woke up early. Like, I remember I was probably up till 6 in the morning. I'm waking up at like 11. And 11 is literally my time when the official Michael Jackson page posts, like, they make their daily post or whatever. And it was the first week of August. And I'm like, dude, like, why am I up? Why am I awake right now? And so I saw that they post something, and I look at the preview in my notification bar, and I see something regarding the Michael Jackson celebration. I was like, oh my goodness, pre-registry. So I'm running over, finding the link. I make it just in time. I literally, I was like, yo, if I had not been up early, if I would have slept too long, I would have missed it. Oh my goodness. So yeah, be sure to look at that, and they'll like keep updating, check it periodically because they'll have more updates. I didn't find out who the special Q&A guest was until a couple days before I left for the trip. I'm trying to think of other stuff. Like, I had like a document. Let me see. So they have the Q&A, special performance. They have the Michael Bush book signing. They also have, the show. They have a specific show that everybody would go to. This year it was August 28th at 7 p.m. And that's when we're like all the fans and stuff was. So if you're ready to be around some hype folks, some fans and stuff like that, go to that show. Or look out for when they say the special show is or whatever. It's not special, it's just that's when everyone's going to be at. Yeah, and try and see if you can hook up with how much are the events, if you don't mind sharing. So, I didn't mention that. Once you buy your ticket to shows on the 28th or the 29th or whatever shows that are specific to that year, you're into everything. you're in. You're into the. No, actually, I don't even think they check for tickets for the Q&A, or the Michael Bush book signing. Then I don't think they check for tickets. They didn't check for that. But the meet and greet, they do check for tickets, and the brunch check for tickets, and make sure that you're pre-registered or you get there in time to make it in. Yeah, everything, food, the brunch food was free. Really the only thing that you got to pay for, yeah, they didn't check for tickets. So like maybe if, oh, I would like to go to Vegas and like be around, shoot, you can hang out in the lobby. You might run into Prince, or you might see Rich and Tone or somebody. I don't know. Like, it's really cool. Um, and of course, you got to pay for stuff in the gift shop. You gotta, your hotel, flights, and everything. But all the events are free besides you buying a ticket to the show. So yeah, it's really, that's why I wanted to hop on here to also talk about that, because I know a lot of people are just like, what? What? Like, for real? Yes, you have to. Please go next year. Please, 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 please. Yes, we kept going back to that lobby, just chilling and just being there, like hearing the music. You didn't want to leave. It was like us just lingering, a handful of us just lingering. It was awesome. And it's the diversity, like you got young fans, old fans, people who met Michael. You got people who just became fans and stuff like that. People who just got back to becoming a fan, and it was awesome. And everybody is welcoming, and they accept you right on in. And it was really just a nice, because outside world, regular life, a lot of, like, I was telling my brother this, just drama and fighting and everything just going on in the world. Even like at my job, it's just stuff going on. And to have a break from that, to have a break from all the political drama and everything, and just talk about Michael and just being together, I would love to experience that every single year. So if y'all got any questions or anything like that, yeah, comment them. I don't know right now, or DM me. I'll try to answer them. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Oh, I wanted to show, give shout outs to the peeps. By the way, are y'all watching that? Is y'all gonna be watching that documentary that TMZ is doing, like right after, like it's literally coming up in like 15 minutes? Because I don't know. I just let Michael rest, and I don't like how they're painting him out to be like he was just like this. I don't know. And they giving Conrad Murray a platform to speak. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. It's called What Really Killed Who Really Killed Michael Jackson. And they're talking about, oh, it wasn't just Conrad Murray, it was like a bunch of different people. And he's on there, and he's trying to plead his case and everything like that. It's coming up on Fox, I think. If it's not, hopefully it's not on yet. Yeah, TMZ, Who Killed Michael Jackson, on Fox. I'm nervous because, like, I'm really, really nervous. Yeah. Record it if you can't watch it now. Maybe, like, I'm really nervous to see. Because I know this is going to be a big deal, because TMZ, as controversial as they are, that a lot of people is just like, they're probably going to watch it. Oh yeah, Debbie Rowe is on there too. I'm like, Debbie got you up on here? Like, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, it was a complete shocker to me when I found out that they was putting that on. But I went to Twitter to see what everybody was saying about it. A lot of people was like, let him rest. Let him rest. Let him rest. Quit painting him out to be like this addict or something like that. She signed a lifelong DNA. Or NDA. Oh God. My bad. NDA. She was really emotional about it on the trailer or whatever. I just don't. I'm like, y'all really brought Murray up on this, Joker? But I don't know. I know, like when I was watching TMZ talk about it on their YouTube, what I liked is when they said they had him sign up to do all these shows, and like he really couldn't do it. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's some hope. When you get into that realm, that's it's not light. It's not a light topic right there. So I'm gonna end this off showing pictures of the amazing peeps. And Murray stated, I don't do interviews unless I get paid. Allegedly. Allegedly. You can't forget that. Allegedly. Whew. I need some water. So, this is after the time I saw the second show. This was everybody who was out there chatting it up. We got Kyle, Dexter, Shantea, Rachel, Katrina, Ricky, and then there's me. And then there's my little purse thrown over in the background. But yeah, they have this huge mural of Michael. It's just Michael everywhere. Everywhere there. It's me and Shantea. I had to take a picture of her little photo album thingy or whatever. So I was like, I need the picture because I love the picture. There's our group photos. I made the mistake of being in the back, but you can see my little buns right there. The group photo with Prince. Really, it wasn't a whole lot of people there. It really wasn't. That's crazy. And then that's when we ate lunch. I believe this is Melanie. I think this is the one who runs Michael Jackson Fans in New York. I believe her name was Teresa. Shantea, me, Dexter. I think she goes by Mickey. Rachel, Katrina, Ricky. Yeah. So shout outs to them and everybody that I met. That was super, super nice. That to people in Vegas, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, some of the kindest people you met. Like, it could seem intimidating because it's a big city. Nice people. Nice people. Nice. Even the point where they was like, oh yeah, they can run you over. You better got the street because the Vegas, they run you over. People were stopping for us. They were like stopping, letting us walk. I'm like, no, y'all can go on. So that's all I had to say. I'm glad y'all stayed this long. It was super long. I'm sorry about that. So thank you guys for watching and listening to my story. And I hope to see all of you next year. Just putting it out there. I'm going to see y'all. I swear I'm going to see y'all. So, yeah, that's all. Y'all have a good evening. And we'll see if I watch this documentary or how I feel about it. Y'all have a good one.